All right, guys, I'm in my car, so it's going to be a little wonky, okay? Let's talk about this homeopathy documentary. I recently watched this. It's called Introduction to Homeopathy, and they basically just talk about the background of it, the history, what it is, the testimonials of people who have been cured by homeopathy, and their issues vary from mental issues to eczema to depression. And so this documentary was fascinating, and people need to watch it because, you guys, I went in with a little bit of a closed mind. I thought, oh, homeopathy, oh, using plant medicine, like, how come people are not talking more about it if it's so good? And that's how ignorant I am still. And I'm into health and wellness. So yeah, anyway, I watched the documentary, mind blown, and this is what I got from it, okay? So homeopathy is basically using the law of similars. There's this man named Hahnemann. He discovered the law of similars, and he's the one that basically influenced the whole world to use homeopathy. It's very popular overseas, used to be popular in the US, but homeopathy is the law of similars. The law of similars is basically, if you have symptoms from a disease that is in your body that's similar to the symptoms that you would take from, like, let's just say snake poison, to poison from a bee sting, to arnica, to poison ivy, or from any element in the periodic table, then if you take that small, minuscule, guys, of that particular substance, you can take it in tablet form, you can take it in liquid form, or in even like cream form, topical form, and if it goes into your body, it cancels out the symptoms that you currently have from your disease or ailment. The law of similars. Do you understand? Using similar symptoms that you would get from a substance that is similar to the symptoms that you have in your body currently right now, taking that particular substance, having your body absorb it, and it cancels the symptoms out, which means the disease, the ailment is gone. This is incredible. And it's recognized by the government, you guys. I did not know that. It's recognized as a verifiable source of medicine that helps people. And you would think the government would be against that because it does love pharmaceutical drug companies, but we blame J.D. Rockefeller, and that's whom they spoke about in the documentary. This man is maliciously smart because not hundreds of years ago, but 100 years ago, homeopathy was very popular in the United States, and it was eradicated, mostly by J.D. Rockefeller because he saw an opportunity to make money in a very devious way. And he did so by closing down all the homeopathy doctor offices, the establishments, homeopathy establishments is what I meant to say, and having his own homeopathy doctor in his own home because he believed in it. He believed in it, but just wanted it for himself and wanted to profit off the illnesses that people have in this country. And so he opened up his own pharmaceutical companies, did his own studies to show that people do need his own pharmaceutical drugs, created his own pharmaceutical drugs. Fascinating, isn't it? To know J.D. Rockefeller's hand in the biggest medicine that is amazingly beautiful because it doesn't cause any harm like it does with pharmaceutical drugs. There's no side effects. It just cancels the effects, the symptoms in your body. That's it. And he almost eradicated it, because there's some schools here in the United States, but it's not popular as much as before. But anyway, that is the history of it. And the testimonials, man, that was a big deal. The testimonials were astonishing because there was a baby and an infant that had eczema, and she took a substance that the homeopathic doctor told the mom to have the baby take, and within overnight, the baby didn't have eczema anymore. There was a man who battled depression for so many years. He took like a very small, minuscule substance that was prescribed by his homeopathic doctor, and he was great. He felt mentally better. He was no longer depressed, and he currently still takes that, but it's not a drug. It doesn't cause any side effects. It just cancels the symptoms out in the body. Amazing. And then there was this other testimonial of this man who battled addiction for so long, and he was in jail. He lived on the streets. He was mentally going crazy, according to his father, at least from his perspective. And he took this small substance, and he's cured. He doesn't have any addiction anymore. He feels like a new man. He has a new job. He's living the life. He's surfing again. He's a different person from this small, minuscule substance that he took, a homeopathic substance. Incredible. And then what else? I think that's it. Those were the three standouts to me. Addiction, eczema. Oh, and there was a kid with autism. And I found that the most fascinating because he took the small substance, as I said, a very small, minuscule substance, and he was no longer banging his head against the wall. He was no longer, causing a ruckus every time he heard a noise at his house. He was very much almost a different person. He excelled in his class. He was no longer in a disability class. He moved up. He was not as distracted anymore. His mood swings stopped. So he was better, way better. Imagine putting this out there for autistic kids. Man. Anyway, check it out, guys. It's called Introduction to Homeopathy. It's a great, brilliant documentary that people need to watch and find out more about homeopathy. It's something that I am going to use and currently studying because this is something I want to use for myself because I have my own health issues, and then as well as my parents who, if they are open to it, I would love to teach them as well as my family members. So anyway, I thought I would say that. I'll come back in the next video to show you what I learned that helped with my body using homeopathy. Have a great day.